Many beginners are learning skills online, but they are still wondering, how do I actually get my first paying clients? Because learning is one thing and getting paid and trusted for your skill set is another thing, and it feel like a big deal. In this video, I will share with you how I attracted my first paying clients and an international client for that matter, even as a beginner with just 5,000 followings on Facebook. And the interesting part is that it didn't happen overnight. It is as a result of consistency, clarity, and visibility. Do not miss any part of this video and stay with me to the end. One, what made me start the client attraction game? I figured out that I needed to attract clients after learning my skills, because learning skills is number one, and getting clients to pay you for your skills is always never easy. So I started the game of I need to get clients after learning the skills of branding, the skills of social media management, and the skills of monetizing your skills and your ideas. So it gets to a time, one very day, a lady I followed on Facebook, because I started building on Facebook, said and she's winning so big on Facebook, and to me, I've not gotten tangible results on my platform. So she made a comment on another big creator post one day, that she posts like 15 to 20 times in a day, and I marveled that, wow, why me? As at then, I was just posting 3 times a day, 5 times. That was the goal I set to myself after resigning my banking job, that I needed to start creating 3-5 times a day. And so when she made the comment that she posts 10-15 times a day, I needed to discipline myself also, and I started creating that content of creating 15 to 20 content in a day. I set a time frame for myself. It wasn't easy, but because I needed to get clients, I need clients to pay me for my skills, for my services. And to get clients, I needed to create content. I needed to build visibility, because the online space is already crowded. Everybody have one skills or the other. There's competition, and so you needed to create more for your content to be seen, to be remembered. So I started sharing my ideas vigorously sharing my ideas, sharing my knowledge, sharing my values, sharing quality content. Quality and quantity, I merge them together. I share both quality and quantity. My content were quality in form of it was valuable, and also quantity by creating 15 to 20 content in a day. As at that time, I set a time frame for myself, because I am a married woman. I have 2 kids, I have husband, so and I work from home. By that time, I've resigned my contract banking job, so I work from home creating my content. So I said I need to get results, so I started creating content online, valuable content and also quantity content, just to boost my visibility. So I set a time frame for myself that 12 p.m. at least I should be able to meet up to my numbers of content, which is 20 to 25 content in a day before 12 p.m. at night, because once it cross 12 p.m., that means that content won't count for that day again, it will count for the other day. So before it clock 12 p.m. a day, I must ensure 12 p.m. at night, I must ensure that I create my 20 content complete or 25 content complete. Number two, I focus on building visibility, because I needed to be visible to attract clients. I needed to showcase myself, my credibility, my knowledge, my capacity by creating more clients so that the algorithm can later push out my content to those who need my services. So if you intend getting clients, you need to go harder. Harder in sense that you need to create more content because your competitors are also going harder. You need to go harder the more. You need to create content the more. Content that gets you visible. So because I need to get clients, I went harder by creating more content. From 20 I moved to 25 content a day, and from 25 content a day there is a day I did 30-40 content a day just to build visibility, because visibility attracts that client you are looking for. If your clients can see you, they can definitely work with you, see you with your values, with your knowledge, with your credibilities. They can always work with you. So to get clients, you need to go harder by building visibility, creating more content that gets you seen. Step 3, consistency build momentum. Because I was being consistent in creating my 20 to 25 content in a day, the momentum increases. Facebook started recognizing me, started recognizing my services, my deliverings, started recognizing my valuable content that I created. And because every day, just as I said, every blessed day, I made it my work. Yes, that was my work, and till date it is being my work, because content creation is feeding people. If you can feed one person, just as I shared in my last content about Temi Ajibewa, my last video, you can check it out, how I built my personal brand working a 9 to 5, and how to attract clients in the other previous video I did. I talked about Temi Ajibewa. So because she was consistent, I needed to be consistent, and my consistency build momentum and discipline, and I ensure that yes, it is part of my work. I made it part of my work that creating 20 to 25 content a day is my duty, is my work, because I needed that client so much. I needed clients, paying clients. I needed to sign my first paying clients. So I built momentum by being consistent, creating 20 contents in a day. I did this not 1 week, not 1 day, but for several months, up to a year. I was creating consistency. I didn't focus on selling at all. I was not selling. I just focused on just advertising my services, sharing my knowledge, sharing what I know, sharing how I am a solution provider to my audience. This is what I can help you do. This is the solution I bring to the table. This is the skills I have. Consistently, I was creating values. I was helping others solve their problems through my content. I was sharing my ideas, and it was helping others. It was helping my audience. They were learning 1 or 2 things from my content, and that is how I was able to sign my first paying client through consistency. Number 4, my first ever paying client came, and it was an international client. Just by me being visible, sharing my knowledge, sharing my ideas, becoming a solution provider, telling my audience that this is what I can help you do. This is what I do. This is the problem I solve. And when consistency came and visibility came, I attracted opportunity. For that 3 months interval that I was being consistent, Facebook began to show my content. My content went viral. Yes, it went viral. In a post, I got up to I got up to several comments, several engagements on my post that I can't even remember right now. Several comments, and that was when I attracted my first ever paying client, which is an international client that paid me in 6 figures. Why? Because I was consistent. She didn't even stress me at all. She didn't stress me. She just chatted me on Facebook that she wants us to discuss, she wants us to collaborate or do business with us if I was interested. I said yes, I'm interested. Then from Facebook she gave me a WhatsApp number that we should chat up on WhatsApp. I try and reach out to her, but I couldn't. Then she later reached out to me on WhatsApp. I also sent her my WhatsApp number, and before you know it, that was in September that she saw my content. She just told me that she loved my content. Then I wrote a content on confidence, building confidence, how you can build confidence as a woman, as a person. And she said that she loved the content, and then I was not even using ChatGPT to create my content. Then ChatGPT was not so rampant like this. That was 2023. I was not using ChatGPT. I create offhand. I create my content. No editing work. Just naturally the way I speak, I just create on it, and based on my ideas, my experience working a 9 to 5, a contract banking, working as a banker, I just create that content. She said she loved it. She loved it, and that is how we just started business. October that same year we started working together. So that is it. You just need to be consistent with your values. Share more. Be consistent, because when you build visibility, opportunities and clients will definitely come. Create more, show up more, you will definitely attract that client. If you are a beginner and you want to sign your first paying clients, understand that your first paying clients will not come because you are perfect. No, 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 no. Even then, when I got my first paying clients, I wasn't so confident like this, despite that I wrote on confidence, and I wasn't so perfect. Yes, it won't come by perfection. And I wasn't even using my face. Yes, I didn't use my face. I was using AI. Then AI photos was raining very well. That first time AI photos came in. No, AI photos sometimes comes and go. That first time it was on board in 2023. That is when I started using it. 2022, 2023, I was using AI because then I didn't even have a good phone at all. I was just using AI photos, and it was just one photos I was using for every of my contents. I was using just one photo to tell you that it is not based, your clients won't come because you are perfect. Especially your first paying clients, they will only come because you are consistent, and because they see that you can be trusted with your skill set that you present. Your first paying client comes from visibility. It comes from clarity of your services, that this is what you help them do. You must be clear with the services you render, and that is why it is so important you stick with a service. Say yes, this is what I can help you do. If it's social media management, if it's graphic designing, if it's teaching them how to monetize their knowledge, just stick with a service. Do not change service interval. Do not, today you are a lifestyle coach, tomorrow you are a graphic designer, the next 1 month you are into real estate. You won't get clients. Even if you have a potential client that have been watching your services, but the person have not finally make a decision to work with you, maybe the person is still contemplating to work with you next month. Let's say, okay, next month the person want to make a decision, and the person see that you are not in that line of business anymore. Now you are doing something else. So do you see? That is why you need, for close to 1 year I was sharing values on monetization. Until now, I'm still sharing that values on monetization, building a personal brand, 9 to 5, speaking to women, how to build a personal brand, how to monetize your skills, how to create content. Till now, I haven't changed, but that clarity really matters. But when I started as a purpose coach. So I thought to myself that I cannot just teach on purpose, get purpose coach. You know about purpose now, how to be purposeful, know your talents, know your skills, know your values, your potential. I thought to myself, I can't just start teaching on purpose. Okay, after these people knowing their purpose, what is the next step they need to do? So because I need to figure out the next step they need to do, I said, you know what, I will teach them how to get purpose, to know their purpose, and how to monetize that purpose. So that is how I shifted my attention a little, though I still teach on purpose, because you need to build purpose before you start monetizing your purpose, monetizing your potential. You need to know what you have within you, what you can do before you think of monetization. So I blend both together to start niching down on monetization, monetizing your purpose, building your personal brand, working with coaches, tech brands, and all that, because you need to know what you do. So the first thing before client comes is that you need to be cleared with your services. You need to be visible, you need to be consistent, and don't think about perfection. Yes, perfection is not built in a day. Perfection is continuously, because you are becoming, you are working on yourself, you are getting perfect every blessed day. Like the way I teach now is not the way I teach in my previous video. I have upgraded, though I'm not yet perfect, but gradually you are upgrading. Gradually you are becoming your better and better version. It is becoming, you are becoming, you are not stable, you are becoming. So don't think about perfection. Perfection is not built in a day. Just think about how to get visible to the right people, how to build consistency, discipline, and be cleared with your services. That is how you get your first paying clients. And when your first paying clients come, your first paying client will gives room for the other client to come, and for the other and the next to always come. Either your first paying client recommend your services, or you work harder to sign the second client. How do you work harder? By pinching. Yes, you can decide that you want to pinch your services to coaches, designing your portfolio, your CVs, and getting more visible to those who need you. That is how you get more clients. And when you deliver a good service for your first paying client, your first paying client will be the one recommending your services to other person. And that is what has been working for most of us. Even personally for me, through recommendation, I was able to sign my second client, my third client, and every other client I've worked with. It has always been through recommendation. So if your first paying client comes, other paying clients will be easy. But to get it, you need to work more on yourself, work more in creating more content, work more on visibility, because visibility that brings more clients and more opportunities. If you are building your personal brand while working a 9 to 5, or if you are trying to attract clients, check out my other videos. You'll find it valuable, and ensure you like, subscribe to this channel. I love you. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye bye, and see you in my next video.